Happy Sunday. I know I look a little crazy today, but I did not want to miss today's content planning live, and I am very busy doing a lot of things today. I'm cleaning, organizing, destashing, also trying to film my YouTube content for the week and some of my reels. I'm a hot raggedy mess right now, but this is what it looks like. This is the real stuff. But anyway, here's a mess. I'm a mess. We all a mess. But anyway, we're gonna figure this mess out together. That's what Sundays are for. I would like for it to be like beautiful perfection every time, but it's just not. It's just, to be realistic, I'm not always gonna look my best. And today is one of those days. But anyway, let's get down to the nitty gritty of it all. The plan and the content, what we came for. As y'all can see, I still got the machine on the table because I can't, this machine is a little bit on the heavy side. I can't keep moving the machine, so I'm just gonna leave it here for me to film my content. Hold on, I don't know why it's saying that there's no Wi-Fi when it is, there's no internet. See? It's always something. I think I'm gonna have to get the laptop to read the comments because the YouTube app it's saying there's no internet, which is nuts. And it's been doing this for the past couple of days, I noticed. But it's only YouTube. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me get the laptop. Jesus Christ. I squished myself in a corner. And I hope I don't have the same issue, because then that means I'm gonna have to go to the router and whatever, who knows. Tavon, the boys are back in town, so I have my help. Now I can scream somebody's name for help. Are you having any issues with the Wi-Fi? The boys are back in town. See, the computer's fine. It's the iPad. All right, so I can see the comments now. Let me bring the chat up here. Hey, Kai, Cordy Girl, Alexandria, Nay. All right. I'm hot. I need a fan. I do have the AC on, so y'all gonna hear a little buzzing in the background because it's too hot. It's too hot. I'm dying. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what it is. Oh my God. Wait, did I just move that with my, I sure did. I don't know how come. All right, I moved my chat lower. Hey, Party Shell Craft. Kellens. I think that's how it's pronounced. Kellens Creation. I think that's how it's pronounced. Don't kill me if I got them wrong. All right. So, how did y'all do content-wise last week? I said I wasn't doing too much Instagram, but of course I did. I still did. I don't know what it is, my relationship with Instagram, like I can't stay off. I just can't stay off. I don't know. But anyway, I still did my good amount of posting. I got my YouTube tutorial up. I didn't do 2 for the week, but I did go live 2 times, so that helped as 3 pieces of content for YouTube. Where are we at? 9.7. A little bit more to go for the goal, for the 2023 goal. About 7, okay. You didn't do good, Brianne? Some of the links for the eraser supplies don't work. I'm gonna double check and see. On a downward spiral. Why? What's going on? You did 2 reels. That's good. That's good. You pinned. That's what I'm talking about. I think I only pinned once. I need to step my game up with the pinning. Hey, Nels. Honey Child Craft. Do you remember which links don't work?
No, I use one of the things that's missing for your phone. Is it this?
Yes. Yeah.
I realized I have one in my room, but I found this extra.
I knew one of y'all took my sheet. Like, I'm dying with only one thing, and I got like 4 or 5 chargers for different things. All right. So we seemed all right. Everybody seemed like I'm gonna find a sticker for you, Nate. I'm gonna find a sticker. The glitter resin and vinyl. Really? I used the vinyl link. I'm gonna double check. Oh, the vinyl. I'm gonna double check because I did see that she posted that she might be taking some things down and doing something a little different with her business. As for the glitter, I gotta check. No motivation at all. You lost your mojo. I was doing good for a while. So whenever I lose my mojo, I stop working, honestly. I step away from all things craft business related. Excuse me. Again, I have the opportunity to do so. So if you could step back a little bit, I would say step back. You probably just need a little breather. Think about what inspires you to craft. Like maybe go on Pinterest and just look at a few things, some YouTube tutorials. If you feel like just going on different lives and watching people talk about it, like try to do things that'll get you back into that crafting mood. I do get that a lot. Now I've been on I won't say crafting high, but I'll say a business high recently, and I'm trying to stay the course of that. You step back this week, right? Struggling trying to figure out what I want to create. I'm a teacher and I used to work in healthcare, so I'm thinking of making things related to those. You should. It's if you're thinking of those two, play around with both and see which one you like the most. You might like both and keep on it, but you're never going to decide till you try all the things. Like people always say doing a little bit of everything is too much. Nah, that's how you figure out. You might decide, I actually like doing everything and stay on that course. Or you're going to try something and be like, you know what, I hate it. That's not for me. It takes too much time, too much energy. Like, you're not going to figure it out until you do everything. So, this year, I think, so actually posting and like sharing my work, December will make 10 years. Getting real serious about like business-wise, I would say the 2020. So 3 years I got real serious. And now I would say for 2024, I'm not going to count this year, is when I actually decided what I want to do. Like all that time I was crafting and it's like, I want to do this, I like it, and then I changed my mind. And like, I feel like now I'm actually at a point where I actually know what I want to stick to, what I want to do, and what I want to keep doing. And I first started posting 10 years. So it took me 10 years of doing a little bit of everything, getting into everything, playing with everything, making everything, before I actually like niche down and know for real what I want to do. So give yourself grace. Don't think that like, oh, it's been 2 months and I still haven't figured it out. It takes time. Some people know right away what they want to do and they do it. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was having fun with a little bit of everything. And then just hand making in a whole lot exhausting. And that's, I've been saying that, I don't know for how long I've been telling people like hand making is too exhausting for me and I want to get out of it. And I finally found the road for me to get out of that. So give yourself some grace. Take as much breaks as you need. Find things that inspire you to like craft and just indulge in that a little bit. Not you actually doing the work, and it'll kind of get you back into your mojo. Also, stop and think about, like really think about what is taking you out of your crafting high. Like maybe something changed in your life that you need to stop and focus on. You know what I'm saying? So try to figure out what it is you think that's making you not want to do it, and stop and work on that side of your life that's going on. Because it could be personal things too that take us out of that. Craft for nurses, like t-shirts, keychains. Also the badge reels are good for healthcare. Tumblers, really good. Healthcare workers always be drinking something. I remember like me and some of my coworkers when I was working in the lab, like we started getting fit together and we would have our like bottles, our stuff, like get all the cute stuff the nonsense that you don't really need but you want when we were getting fit, like water bottles, badge reels. Just think along the line of what, because you've been in the field, you know what it is people are going to like, or what you see that people purchase and use all the time, and start making those kind of products. T-shirts and keychains are good, but that is not, I wouldn't say necessary. Well, you could do like nurse sayings, but I think they will buy things that they can use at work more than the regular things, because they'll buy T-shirts anywhere. If you specifically have things they could use at work, like masks. Masks, we're not using masks as before, but healthcare, they have to wear masks. They always did and they always will. So masks will always work for them too. Let me just catch up on the comments. You don't know what you did last week? All right, honey child craft. You did reels and static posts. Have some more bluey pics to post. You're struggling trying to figure out. We already went through that. You stepped back this week. You posted twice, a picture and a reel. Still good. Take a little time off. Brienne, you definitely should. I think you definitely should take some time away. That always helped me when I feel like not being bothered. SVG said a small business for now. I want to say crafting, hobby. Hobby is for now. All right, I'll do that. I'll make that one. Healthcare workers do love pens. See? So also, you work there. Find out from others too, in whether it's teachers or healthcare workers. Find out things, because maybe sometimes trends change even in specific job fields. Find out what people are really buying right now. Teachers, I'm seeing a lot of teachers like those custom, that pen holder, the erasers we made, like different things for their classroom. I was gonna say craft room. Different things for the teachers' classrooms and stuff like that. They purchase a lot of. They do. So I would say that for the most part, we're doing pretty good. Everybody seems to be doing pretty good. I don't know if anybody else wants to. Victoria's not here today, but me and Victoria said we're gonna do at least 2 pieces of content for YouTube for the rest of the year. So I decided that if I go live in the week, I'm counting that as my content. It doesn't have to be a video that I made, but if I get a chance to make 2 pieces of content, I'll upload it. But also when I don't, I'm gonna use live as my content. But I've been researching other content creators, not necessarily crafters. So I always tell y'all, look at the content creators you feel like that's the direction you're going in. So I've been looking at a few content creators whose social media pages is a direction I would like to head in. And you know what I found to be the common denominator on those pages? They were posting multiple times per day. Multiple. So this one person I counted, he does anywhere from 4 to maybe 10 posts a day. And it'll be a combination of reels, it'll be some carousel posts. 3 to 10 times per day, every day. So it was when I was counting, some days it was 3, some days it was 5. But I noticed for the most part, the median amount for him was like 5 or 6 times per day. So I'm gonna attempt that. I'm gonna challenge myself and attempt to post a minimum of 3 times per day on Instagram. Just like to get to my goal for the end of the year. So let's see how that works. So a minimum, I'm gonna try anywhere 3 to 5 times per day on Instagram, and then YouTube, it's going to be 2 to 3 times per week. With the post on Instagram, some are static pictures, so I'm not gonna do the same for shorts and TikTok. But whatever videos, I'll try to make sure on TikTok. And I realized with TikTok, the reason I think that me and TikTok don't do well, because I don't show up on TikTok. Like, TikTok is just like my repost page. I think with TikTok, I would have to show up like I show up on Instagram. Me, talking, helping. But that's not happening no time soon. That's a little too much for me right now, especially with me wanting to pick up my YouTube, because Instagram and YouTube, I I have to. No, I'm not gonna say I have to. I need to. I'm going to hit my goal for December. I'm trying to do it by December 1st. But even if I don't do that by January 1st, like this year cannot end without me hitting my number goals for YouTube and Instagram. And I started out this year with none. I didn't give myself number goals, but I'm going to now. I'm really never on TikTok. I try to just repost the same reels. To sit in my lane. Folks love certain things from me, like holiday retreats, etc. Thankful for making those things more, so I know I can learn hard into that. I think you should stick with the reads. I really love the reads. Hello, Coretta. Every time I think of Halloween, I think yes, and I think that really is Coily Girls Crafts niche. When I think of Halloween and when I think of wreaths, like she's the first person that comes. It could be that I don't follow a lot of wreath makers too, but she is one of the first people that it comes up to me for that. So not that they say that. So what do you think of that comes up for the craft print? Because I don't really think I necessarily have like a specific like niche. I think it's mainly maybe like community, because I can't think of like one, maybe glue guns, and I think of the craft print. I don't know. Now that I think about it, like what would you think of? And it's like, oh, shondell. I don't know. Let me know if you have one. You don't know if you'll ever have a niche. Take your time. Here's the thing. Your niche could be a little bit of everything. Like that's a niche. Like there's people who create content. So there's people who create like mommy content, crafting content. And then there's people who do everything. And that's lifestyle content. Same thing with crafting. You could just be a little bit of everything. I think there's just not a specific name for it in the crafting community. Craft style. That's your niche. Like it doesn't have to be one thing specific. If you can't get it down, it's better when you can niche down, because you know you can hyper focus on just that, and that's the crowd you're going to bring in. But if it's everything, it's just all crafting. That's it. Community Cricut tips and paper crafting is what you think of when you think craft print. I don't know what I think of. The thing is, I don't see myself as people see me, so I don't know really what I would think. Anybody else give me answers? I want to write that down, because I really want to think about that. Also, when I'm overdoing these next couple of months with the 3 to 5 per day content. Cricut tips. I'm trying to do a little bit more on the Cricut tips too, like the videos with just answering the questions for Cricut tips. I know y'all see that. I'm trying to do a little bit more of that. See how that works for me. Okay. Rian, your number goals are 1K in IG and 500 on TikTok by the end of this year. 1K on TikTok by your 40th birthday in April. Oh, your birthday's in April, so girl. Hey, girl. You're 16 away. IG and just under 20. If you're 16 away for Instagram, why is your goal for to the end of the year, that extra 16? I need you to push that goal. I need you to push that goal higher. Why is often frowned upon of crafters who do some of everything, and they do all of them as well. Who's frowning upon it though? I've never seen anybody frown. The people I've been around never like look down on people that do everything. Not that I know of. But also I think you need to think of like when you see people create content and they be like, oh, don't do this, do that. It's not necessarily that they're frowning upon it. That's a way to get people's attention when you create content too. So I don't think it's necessarily frowned upon. Or maybe I'm just not looking. Because again, I don't join Facebook groups and stuff like that. I try to keep all the noise out my head and just stay within the people that support me and who I support. So it could be that I'm not paying attention. Even if it's frowned upon, let me tell you this, don't care. I couldn't care less, honestly, if someone is frowned upon something I do, because it's going to distract me. And I would say that's the mentality that I kind of grew over time within the craft community. you get easily distracted thinking about all of what people might not like, what people are saying. I would say focus on what it is you want to do. If you haven't figured out your niche and you need to do a little bit of everything, do it. To me, that's how you figure it out. Like at the end of the day, it is good to niche down, and your niche could just be a little of everything, especially if that's what you enjoy doing. There's people who enjoy making cups, t-shirts, cake toppers. Like I know someone who bakes cakes, does setups, and she also be making her cake toppers. And she's been doing this for years and successful. So don't worry about people. Focus on what it is you want to do. You don't know what it is you want to do, play around with a little bit of everything until you figure it out. People are going to have everything to say. Everything to say. Like, I'm not going to go into details what has been said about me, but just know there's people who like me, don't like me, love me, hate me, probably want to push me in front of a bus. I don't even care. I really don't. Coaches who say niche, that you can't do it all, but that's so not true. I think the coaches also too, they're going to tell you niche down because, well, it depends on the coach. So here's the thing with not niching down. You can kind of overwork yourself, and you got to understand with coaches, the coaches, they don't have like blinders where they're looking forward, they're looking up. If you want to grow and like make, mad money, the handmade ain't it unless you start teaching and selling classes, like hiring people and really growing. But like the real money is not in like handmade cake toppers. It's just not. It is just not. And I think with coaches, their goal is to get you to those 100K, 200K, maybe hit 1 million, and you're not doing that, like running all around the place kind of doing stuff. Like I said, it's best when you know specific one thing and you can focus on that. But if you can't, do a little bit of everything. There's success in everything. Like, and you got to remember with coaches, sometimes they have to grab your attention. Content in a whole makes you have to say things to grab people's attention. Like people start their reels off with negatives to draw you in, and then they'll explain it to you where they didn't even really mean that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're specifically paying a coach, don't listen to any coach unless you want to work with that specific coach. Think about what it is that you want to do. I take advice, like when I hear things, I take a snippet of things from everywhere, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what makes me feel good. Like, because if you don't feel like just focusing on one thing, you think you're going to enjoy what you're doing, you're not. You're not. For me, doing a little bit of everything, like when I was doing party setups and making stuff, that ain't for me. It's a lot of work. It's not for me. It wasn't going to make me happy. So there was people who told me, like, oh, you should have kept doing the decorating, like actually decorating the event planning and stuff like that. It didn't make me happy. Like, it was too stressful. It was too much. I listen to my body and my mind. If I don't enjoy it, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Right. Just listen. If you really like pay attention to a lot of the stuff, you'll see that it's social media that's driving people to like do things. Even with me, like when I switch up content or try something else, it's because of social media. Like, we want to grow on the social platforms to bring in the customers and things like that. So you got to kind of follow along with some of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So like, I want to post more. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't start researching other creators, and now I'm about to stress myself out posting 3 to 4 times a day. Social media is the influence because I want to grow. And those people who are at the point of where I want to be on my social platform, that's what they're doing. So I'm gonna attempt that strategy of posting a little bit more. I think I'm gonna give it a month if I last. Let's see next week when I come back, see if I even last a week, just to see how it is and if it actually makes a difference. I feel like Instagram, on the track that I'm going, I'm gonna hit my goal, because my goal is 50,000 for Instagram and I'm at 40. So I believe I'm gonna hit my goal by December. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. I have to get another 10,000 on YouTube, and I don't. The YouTube followers are not coming in as fast as the Instagram ones. But one thing I noticed that I don't talk about my YouTube channel as much on my Instagram page. And when I do, there's a lot of people that's like, oh, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. Let me go. So some of that content is going to be reposting all the things I have on YouTube, creating reels, so people could know I'm here. I think we don't talk about things enough. Like, I'll talk about a YouTube video one day when I drop it and then never bring it up again. We should be posting, reposting, talking about it, putting out stories for our content. I'm talking to myself. Crafting and chatting schedule. I'm done. I just have to put pictures and then I can upload it for the month of September. There's no crafting and chatting this weekend coming. There'll be no content planning Sunday and no crafting and chatting. I'm off for the weekend. Hopefully I ain't gonna relax. I wish I could get to relax. Your niche is everything. I'm the craft boutique. I gotta get back to my other YouTube account. Log on to that YouTube account. You should be commenting from the craft boutique YouTube account. So many people be watching and not following. That's common. Let me tell you, you know how much time I've scrolled through reels and I like them? I'll probably like it and keep scrolling. Not because I like one reel, means I want to follow your entire page. So don't take it too offensive. I do it all the time. You ever scroll through Instagram and watch reels and just keep watching and keep going and you're not gonna follow all of those videos you watch. Just like on TikTok. Your For You page, you're gonna scroll, you're gonna laugh at somebody's joke. It's gonna be hilarious. I would even share it, but I don't follow the person. So you always, to me, are gonna get a lot of views and not necessarily follows or subscribers, because not everybody that sees your stuff really want to follow. Or somebody might see your video where you create like a quick craft and they like it, but that don't mean they want to see crafts all the time. So don't take that too much, because I do it all day. I scroll through Instagram and TikTok all the time, and there's no way I'm going to follow all of those people that I'm scrolling through and laughing with. But I'm sharing their content. If I think, oh, my sister's gonna crack up at this one, I'm sharing it, but I'm not following them. So don't get too offended by that. Even like your stories, I let stories kind of play out. So people will be like, oh, I see people watching my story, but you ain't liking my stuff. And sometimes it's not that they're being a hater or it's negative. They're just watching stories. You know what I'm saying? When you scroll through Instagram, you see less than when you're in the stories and they're just like keep going. One day I put down my phone and didn't realize I was in my stories when I put it down. So it literally went through everybody's stuff. Did I like? Did I comment? Nope. It just happens. It's easy. It's like easy TV. You could just watch it and then go by and the next one and the next one without you having to actually do too much and interact. So I would say don't get offended by those things. Try not to look at the numbers. I know I talk about numbers, but when I don't look at the numbers, I feel like I do better. But I will be looking. Take some time sometimes to like, don't even focus on the amount. Just create that content. Like, bust the content out. And think about like when you do scroll up on someone and you see a reel or whatever it is you see and you like it, what makes you follow them? Because there are some people I'll click to their page and like, oh, I like this. Go to their page and then I scroll through and it's like, I only like that one reel. I don't like what I'm seeing here. So when you do go and you like what you see, think about what did you see that you like? Is it that their page is well put together? Is it that they have knowledgeable content that you think you can utilize? Whatever that is, think about that now for yourself. So when somebody comes upon one of your reels, when they do click on your profile, like, is this set up or is there things that you think that would make them follow you? So you got to think like that. So I noticed recently, maybe I never paid attention, but when I start following people, I'm noticing them following me back. Where before, I don't think so. It could be that the account is growing. So it's like, oh, somebody with like higher numbers is following me. I'm going to follow them back. But I feel like for me, when that happens, it's like, okay, so your page, you're doing pretty good. You're setting up pretty nice. Your content is making people want to stay. So you got to bring them to you and then give them a reason to stick around with the content. So like kind of consider that when you're creating your content. Again, when it comes to the simple content, simple. I did a video. I had the box for the venture, walking out the elevator to my door. I had my son just record me, and literally I think it was like maybe 5 to 8 seconds. Put some words on there, some background music. That did better than the curated videos. So remember your small content. Like, I've seen a lot of people would set up like a camera on the side of them while you're working on your orders, maybe working on the computer, checking emails. Just a few seconds of that with a trending sound and some words on it, like point of view or something, a quote, put that up there. There goes content that you didn't have to think too much about. So like we're planning content today, one of your simple content could be just something like that. Like Alexandria of Solely Quarantine Craft, like 30 minutes ago, she just came to the door and I gave her a bunch of craft supplies. And the first thing I told her was like, why you ain't have your camera out? You supposed to be making content. And I went back in the door with the bags and had her record me walking out. Something simple like that, there goes a reel. Like, let's say if you're doing one a day, there goes a reel. You go into Michael's and you're checking out, photograph or video yourself checking out, there goes content. Like today we're planning out what you're gonna post next week. Make at least 2 or 3 pieces of that content if you're doing 5 days a week. Something simple like that. Like it's literally gonna take you a few seconds to record, and then you can do another one where maybe you're assembling a product and that's gonna take you like a half an hour, and then edit it and do something like that. So that's how it makes it easier for you to batch a bunch of content in one day. Tutorial, then little simple things. And then like when you're scrolling, if I don't know if y'all like me, but I'll be scrolling. Pay attention to trending sounds and things like that you could use on your content. Hold on. Each follow, it can be stressful. Wait, hold on. It won't let me scroll up. Hold on. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube. All the words all jumbled up on some of the comments. You feel pressure? Accountability. I'm gonna write that down. You know what? I think, yeah, accountability is something where I think of myself, because I'm always trying to bully people into putting them goals down and then come back like, you did it? You did it? I think that's the mommy in me, though. You're taking your time. Your niche is not to niche. You're definitely kind of falling into paper crafting, though. I ain't gonna lie. The cake toppers and things, I'm seeing you heading in that direction. Brianne, I need you to up that Instagram goal for the end of the year. Just saying. Just a reminder. Just a reminder. Hold on. All right, let me get down. Don't worry about it. Let me tell you, I've had many of weeks, days, months, sometimes months I didn't post. But I just wasn't doing nothing. Like, I just allow myself. The internet is going nowhere. It really is going nowhere. Take the break when you need the break. Take the break when you need the break. Let me tell you something. Today, I was creating content for next week. So next week is my mother's birthday. So on her birthday, I said there's a video that I have of when she was in the hospital. I think this was Thanksgiving. We ended up spending Thanksgiving in the hospital with her. 2014, because I think that was the next month, where they told her like it's terminal, and then she came and moved with me. So I did this video because I am like the class clown a lot of the times in the family, and I used to do like stupid performances for my mother and stuff like that. So in the hospital, I was performing Beyonce, and now that Beyonce is trending, maybe I need to actually play the Beyonce music. Maybe I'll do another one. So I found the sound on TikTok that I saved, and then I created the video with the sound. When I tell you that reel took me out for the day, like I spent 2 hours in my room just crying, just from that reel. I said, Lord, you don't need to do a lot of content. I'm not doing a lot of content with mommy. I realized I just can't. And I'm still gonna post it because I felt like it brought emotion out. I'm gonna have to warn my sisters before I post the video. Like I feel like it's that emotional. Like I have to call my sisters like fair warning before y'all go on my page today, because they already know I am the real emotional sister. I'm the meanie, but I'm like soft and emotional. They're gonna have to get a warning. I felt like, do I need to warn everyone before they watch this? Because I don't know. But anyway, take it down. I don't know where the hell was the point of that video, but I just want to say take it down. And you can make simple content. And that content was just recycled a video I had for years sitting in here of me, and then like I got on the floor and it was hilarious. You won't see the hilarity in the video because of the sound that is playing in the background, but I literally had to like get down like an old lady on my knees and sing to my mother in the bed. Fun times though. I had another video, I can't find it, it was on Facebook, but they stole my Facebook page when we was in the hospital. We used to always go to the hospital and act like fools because it was entertaining. My mother would laugh and it'd take her mind off of things. I need to find that video now. But anyway, it don't take much to create content. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be excruciating. It doesn't have to be stressful. If you feel like you still don't understand the concept of those quick 5-second videos, you could just go to my Instagram page and scroll and see what I'm talking about. There are videos where I'm answering a question. Also, if nobody asks a question on your page, go find a question on somebody else's page, because that means somebody's interested, and create content. I keep talking about the video about me. If somebody wants to know how I store my crickets, they want to know how others too. Create a video showing how you store your crickets. Create a video showing how you store your cardstock. Like I'm changing again how I store my cardstock. This is probably the 3rd time. Post it. People want to see it. You bought something from the store, come show us how you unpacked and put it in the craft room. You changing stuff around, let me see. Today's content was a video of me. Y'all see the cakes are over here now instead of the other machines. I posted a video of me moving the cakes here and this floor looking like a garbage dump because I just pushed everything together. I'm still not done. After this live, I get off, I'm going back to cleaning and creating this video. I don't know, I'm not that fond of like the whole unboxing setup videos. So I'm taking my time with this venture video. The first video, I already did the unboxing part. I got to the setup part and my laptop died. So I had to end up taking a break, and that was the crying break I had creating the reel for my mother's birthday. So I'm gonna get back to it, and then I'm gonna do a simple project or something real small, and that, oh, I forgot to take this piece out. Mind you, already did the video and I started setting up the damn machine. But anyway, and then I'm gonna do a simple project, and then later on I'll do more content because I do have some ideas for the venture. I want to make really big boxes, different style boxes, and that's gonna be some of my like YouTube content. I want to. But I'm thinking I'm gonna have to double up the cardstock because the larger the box, the more sturdy it needs to be. And I don't think there's no 12 by 36 inch cardstock that's 100 pounds. And I know that crap would weigh a ton because I think they're all 65 pounds. It doesn't even say the weight on here. No, it doesn't have the weight. I'm gonna have to check to see if it's on the website. Yeah, August 31st is her birthday. I don't know what day of the week that is. I'm not working. I took the day off, but I'm gonna post it on that day. This year, my goal is to go and do a picnic with her at her grave. Just me and her. We don't have enough alone time. Like anytime I go see her, we go in groups. I have never gone to see my mother by myself, so I'm gonna go and probably do a picnic. You need something? A what? Nail clipper? I don't know where it is. I'll look for it for you. Yeah, I had my sister started going in and taking stuff. So So I'm gonna see, they would have to search for that video and do a screen recording. Also too, if you need a sound that you can't find on Instagram, like you heard a sound on TikTok, do a screen recording of the video and get the sound from that and then extract the sound for your video. I started doing that. Oh, it's in there? My bad. But anywho, enough about that. Who needs help with their content? You don't know what you're posting this week. You need some ideas. You need some help. Let me know. That's what I'm here for today. We have 20 more minutes. Today I have a time limit because I got to get my work done. I have to get my work done. Next month we have 5 crafting and chatting. So there's 5 Fridays. The schedule is fully made up. I just have to add their photos in there. And I think tomorrow I might post a full schedule for September tomorrow. And I should have everything on the website with all of the links. I didn't do that part yet. But all of that is done. So that might be... I wrote down somewhere. I never remember. I just be writing stuff everywhere. Of my ideas for my content for this week. And ask me. Oh, the 31st is next week Thursday. Oh, I wrote it down. I still ain't do it. So I'm going to be live on Wednesday with the Crafty Brick. But it's on her Facebook page. She does like a craft challenge. I actually agreed to do that. Stepping outside of my comfort zone. Mike of Mike T's on Instagram. He has like a podcast. I agreed to do like a podcast interview. That's next week Thursday. So next week Wednesday is a Crafty Brick. Next week Thursday is a podcast. Definitely those 2 alone. I'm already nervous about. I don't like doing stuff like that. I really don't. But I said I need to put myself out there a little bit more. I just hate when people ask me questions or when it's like a competition. I don't like timed things either, and I'm very competitive. So if I lose, like I'm gonna be a good loser on camera. When I get off camera, I'm gonna be pissed off. Pray for me. That's all you can do for me here. Pray for me. You're working this week, but I don't think I'll post as much. Next week I might flood y'all because my mom's birthday is next Sunday, so I can finally start posting what I've done. Good. Here's the thing. When you have the stuff for your mom, try to spread it out. You don't want to post everything. Like one day you have 5, and then the next day you have 5, and then we don't see you post again for a week. So try to spread out the content where maybe twice a day or once a day, so that it could be consistent content kind of coming up. What is the challenge? What challenge? What challenge? Oh, for the Crafty Brick. So she does a show where you have a craft project and you're timed. You're both gonna have the same supplies. I didn't even open the supplies yet, but the package came yesterday, and basically to see which one of us can get the craft done the fastest. I think that's how she does it. I didn't even open up the boxes here though, but I'm gonna get it all done together. I'm not thinking about it too much when the day comes. I'm just gonna deal with it because my anxiety will have me through the roof, and then I probably will no call, no show to the girl show. So I'm not gonna think about it too much. I'm not gonna think about it too much. Don't break. I might throw something at the wall. I don't know. But look at how fast the months are going by. Like guys, the year's over. Honestly, the year is over. So tomorrow I'm gonna post the crafting and chatting schedule, but I think I'm gonna do that in the evening. I'm gonna do a reel of the clean craft room after I finish cleaning it up, and then I think I'm gonna do a set of photos of like some either videos or projects or something that I sell like on Etsy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Photos of some YouTube tutorials. So that'll be my 3 pieces of content for Monday. For Tuesday, I'm going to do the Venture YouTube tutorial. I'm gonna do a cake carousel. Because it's 3 to 5 times a day, I'm gonna randomly just choose random shit. Honestly, you can't do that. I'll accidentally burn. Whatever. Your birthday is Wednesday. I don't think I'll be posting much this week. Enjoy that birthday. My birthday's in April. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Like, I don't even want to finish the video. I don't want to clean the craft room, but I need to. I don't want to do anything. I honestly don't want to do anything. What I really want to do is like close my eyes and just nod my head, and then everything is done. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. But for real, nobody needs help with their content next week. Everybody's good. You don't need any ideas. You printed a pink composition notebook. Composition notebook content is trending, y'all. It's trending. Can we no longer post gifts on IG, or was that never an option? I thought we could. You mean in the comments? We could in the comments. For book club. Is that option removed for you? Like to do gifts? I seen. Is it called gifts or gifs? Gifs. I think it's gifs. Gifs or gifs. I don't even know. But I seen somebody recently do it, so it's still there. Like a post or stories. You can do it in your stories. I think they have the option. But a post, I never seen a GIF for a post. I don't think I've ever seen that. Unless somebody had it like done in Canva. I don't think I've ever seen a GIF or as a post. So it looks like nobody need help this week. So let's talk about our goals for this week. Since we're all good in the hood, hold on, let me go. Why is that? Oh, okay. Why is that going into September? Might be. I don't know. I never seen it as a post. I never seen it post. Just in the comments. So for Instagram. Also, guys, I'm gonna finish out this content planning Sundays this year, and then I'm gonna get the feel of it to see if I'm gonna continue next year. Like, I gotta see, like, is it helpful or is it making sense? Are people coming back for the help? You know, to see if I'm gonna still do it next year. But I do plan on still keeping up crafting and chatting next year. So this week goal for Instagram is 3 to 5 posts per day. I'll check in with y'all. Oh, not even next week. I'm not here next week. The following week, to see if it worked out. So YouTube is going to be 2 to 3 times per week this week for me. You enjoy them and help? Maybe monthly or bi-weekly. Yeah, maybe that'll work. That's what I'm thinking. Because for me to keep up crafting and chatting and this, and then I'm going to be adding a new series on the CraftPrint shop Instagram page. I'm about to burn myself out. So I will be starting to go live on the CraftPrint shop page next month. So I am rebranding the CraftPrint shop, and I'm gonna be doing lives to do updates on what's going on. So I already asked questions. People just want to know what, why am I rebranding the CraftPrint shop? They want to know the process, how I chose the colors, things that need to be avoided. So I'm gonna do lives to answer all that question, go into details, and just to keep up with the whole process. So I'm gonna do that on that page, and that's gonna be going for quite some time. Not changing crafting and chatting. So 3 lives per week every week. I'm not sure if I could keep that up. Alex, your goal is 5 posts on all platforms. Nay, 3 to 5 reels this week, 5 to 7 static posts. I have some Cricut tips ideas I'm planning to make into YouTube videos. Yes. And what you do is do like a video with some of the information for reels and for your YouTube shorts, and just at the end of the video, just make sure you let them know there's a full tutorial on YouTube. So if the reels or the Pinterest post or the shorts gain traction and people want that information, if it gains traction, most likely they're sharing it and making people see it. They can go back to your YouTube tutorial, and you can get views that way. I need to do more tips, because sometimes tip videos when it comes to like reels are real easy to just do. So that's like the no headache content there. Like a simple tip, like we always talk about cleaning your mats. Maybe which tool is your favorite? What tool you use the most? Things like small things like that you might double. You know, like you're not gonna give like a double take for it. Like you don't even think people want to know. Those are good ideas for like videos. The simplest things, where you purchase something. You may think everybody knew that you got that from Home Depot, but not everybody know. Every day you get new crafters coming on the scene, and they're not gonna know, and they don't follow everyone. So just those small things are tips. Where you're shopping, maybe your favorite thing about a shop, your favorite thing about another crafter, or like another small business owner. If you do buy stuff from a small business owner, what do you buy from there? Things like that. Comparison videos. People always asking, if you have a Cricut and a silhouette, do a video where it's like you're not choosing, you're just compare and contrast. So people always want to know that. Or if you have 2 different type of silhouette machines, compare the 2. Same thing, Maker and Explore, compare the 2. Talk about, you could do another video talking about the tools that the Maker uses. Also, to the tools that the Maker uses, the extra tools, can't be used in the Venture, FYI. The Venture is going to use the same type of tools that your Explorer would use. But simple tips like that, people want to know it. Lighting is something people talk about a lot. My lighting, I don't even got a great situation, but I need to create some content just showing my lighting and how I do things. If you use, I remember when I first started crafting, I used to have a Walmart lamp, and I used to have my son hold it sideways above the table while I record. I cannot find that picture for nothing. I need to find it. But showing people like that's what you started with, and then you finally got a light from Amazon. Now that I say that to y'all, I need to find that picture. But just showing those improvements and things like that makes great content. Thinking of getting a large format printer so I can take advantage of bigger print, then cut size finally. Yes. And especially if you're making those size items, you want to do that. Get a larger format printer. I glittered RGB pens 2 different ways. I seen on TikTok. I'm gonna do a video on the one I think I like the best. Yeah, show if you recorded the process of both. Show the process, even if it's a quick video of the 2, and then say what you like the best about that specific one that you thought maybe it was easier. Also, people are looking for affordable options. So creating content with Dollar Tree items, how you can use them to make a product or sell, maybe Five Below items. People love that content. Five Below have the Stanley dupes. Create some content making something with the fake Stanley cups or the real Stanley cups. show the difference between the two prices and why you purchased the cheaper one. Maybe the Stanley Cup works better than the Five Below. You can make a video saying Five Below costs $5. Stanley is like what, $30-$40, and then show the difference. Like, oh, somebody told me the Five Below cup, it was leaking or something like that, but she didn't mind because she paid $5. There goes some content right there. Honestly, I bought the Five Below dupes because I have no intention of like using it. I just want it for content. Like, I want to decorate it. So, but just a comparison. Even if you don't buy any, go into Target, videotape the Stanley Cup, go into Five Below, videotape the cup, and make that into content. Like, guys, this Stanley Cup is trending in Target for $40, but did you know that Five Below have a dupe for $5? And you don't even have to buy it. Like, there goes your content. Going in the stores and showing prices, showing what's on sale, that's all content where you don't have to purchase all of the stuff and become a craft hoarder like me, and create content, and people want to see it. And then, like, add a call to action in your content if you can. Any content that you create, you want to try to add some sort of call to action to make sure people engage. I don't do it all the time, but I try to whenever I do remember. So the call to action could be, like, say you do the Stanley Cup dupe post, and then put, would you buy the $5 one? Let me know in the comments. Or let me know if you think the $5 one is worth it, or I should get the Stanley. Now, people are going to want to answer that question for you. That's your call to action. So just think of something to say to get people to engage on that comment. So today when I posted my mess and that I'm cleaning, my comment, I should have said it in the video, but I wrote it in the caption, like, what are y'all doing today? This is what I'm doing. And people will comment, oh, girl, I'm cleaning too. Oh, I like that too. I see that you have that in the room. What you doing with that? So all of that brings more engagement. The more engagement your content get, the more the social channels, all of them, are going to allow people to see it more. So you want engagement on there. And don't forget to respond to your engagement. Do not leave people just hanging with questions, or even if they just did a heart eyes, like it, or I send like little kisses back or something. I try my best to answer everything. That creates more engagement also. And people enjoy following you when you actually talk to them and just don't leave them hanging out there. Like, you ain't see me give you a compliment, girl. So you want to respond to all of that. You stitch your comment. Stitched. Answer people with a reel. Like, when you click on a reel and somebody asks a question or commented on the reel, when you click comment, you'll see at the bottom the option for the camera. Click the camera and you can record the answer, or you can upload something. If you feel like you don't want to just hold it and record, make a nice setup recording and save it obviously in your phone. And when you go to answer as a reel, you can choose something that's already saved in your phone or record something new. So there goes easy content there. So say you create content, you did a call to action, somebody responded, maybe they asked a question. There goes your way of creating another piece of content by answering them in the reel instead of just typing the answer. So that's another form of like easy, low stress content that you can make on your page. And that's going to count for everything you're doing all week. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't been doing what I need to do on Pinterest, but I'm going to try to keep up. I'm going to try to do 5 this week. I also need to utilize my email account. And this week I'm going to post once on the CraftPrint shop page. I don't know what I'm posting there because I don't have much going on to talk about until I'm ready to go live and start answering those questions. And that'll be for September. Maybe I'll create a live. Create a post announcing the live of me. But I gotta find a cute name for it though first. Maybe one uses a scraper or vinyl and someone uses a brayer. They're also two different people. Yeah, comparing tools, what you do. Like for me, when people ask about like your favorite Cricut tool, it's the brayer for me. That sounded, it's the brayer for me. Like I didn't mean it to sound like that, but you know what I mean. That's my favorite tool. Like One of the content I'm going to create too is with the venture, because I didn't buy the stand for it. I don't think I'm buying the stand for it because of the changes that I'm making in here. I don't know if I'm going to buy the stand. But anyway, the mat is so big, like I have to lay it on the floor, lay the cardstock on top and roll it. I'm going to make that a reel because like if you don't got space in your craft room, do not bother getting the venture. Because even if you have the table space, you better have somewhere to put your content. Unless you're using the smart content, like the smart vinyl. But cardstock wise, you got to put it on the mat. Oh, you need some space. You need some space. What board should we have on Pinterest? Whatever you sell. So you want it to be focused on whatever it is you sell. So what before when Pinterest first started, it was like, it wasn't so organized like that. So what I do, I think recently I tried to clean up my Pinterest a little. I have like cake toppers. I used to have characters, but because I had to get out of characters, I tried to take most of my character boards down. But some of my most successful pins were characters. I think I still kept those, okay? Because I wanted people to come. But you can do like cake toppers, cupcake toppers, tumblers, t-shirts. Put them into categories like that. So I do have, if you go to my page, my Pinterest account, I guess it's considered account, I don't know if they say page, account, whatever. I do have more than one board that is a group board. So I think like one of my cake topper boards are a group board. So you can create your own, and then if you find group boards, pin into the group boards and into your boards because you want it to be seen as much as you can. But one of the focuses now on Pinterest for business owners is to sell their items. So break it down into the categories that you sell. If you sell like all one product, break it down into themes. So like if you sell all t-shirts, break it down into theme. Maybe you could do Christmas t-shirts, or just bunch together holiday t-shirts, back to school t-shirts, summer t-shirts. So you're going to do categories that resonate with your business. Because at the end of the day, we're selling, baby. We're here to sell. Pinterest is so confusing. It's giving me run trying to figure it out. Really? Crafting Creations by Meek. Don't think too much about Pinterest. Just know that Pinterest is where people come for ideas, and you want them to find your product when they're looking for an idea, and you want to give them an easy way to buy it. So what's the trending theme right now? Not Barbie, because Barbie cutting down on people. They don't want small businesses selling their stuff. Let's say mermaid. Just mermaid, not the Little Mermaid. So I'm planning a mermaid birthday party for one of my nieces, and I know what cake topper I want, but I don't know how I want to decorate. So I will go to Pinterest and type in mermaid party decorations. Now all the pins under that is going to come up. So if you make a mermaid tumbler, if you make mermaid sneakers, if you make mermaid banners, and I find that and I like it, and it's like, oh my God, I like this, I need this, and I click on that pin, you want to make sure when I click on that pin, I know where to go to buy it. That's what Pinterest is for business owners. So now I find this mermaid banner, I love it, and I want it. Do not make me have to screenshot your picture and then I have to go search on Google, I have to search on YouTube, I have to search on Instagram, wherever to find you, because I might find somebody else that make it and buy it. So when you create your pin, make sure you have the link to purchase. If you don't sell the item but you just made it for content, make sure you have the link to your Instagram so they can find you on Instagram. So you're going to have that link. So when I find that banner, I click the link and I go straight to your shop. And that's all that Pinterest is going to be for us that are trying to sell. You're going to post your content, your product as the content on there. You're going to add a title, a description, and a link back so people can purchase if they find it. Also, I don't know if you watched my video, but I did like a Pinterest for beginners, just explaining that and showing you how to just create a simple pin, like, and also how to like pin it on Pinterest and add the link back so people can buy it. So it's just somewhere, like, just think of that's their place to search. It's like a Google to buy stuff. Think of Pinterest like that. So we're going in, we're searching, and they're finding our stuff. We just want to make sure when people find our products, they could go straight to our shop to buy it. So that's all Pinterest is. Don't look at other stuff. Don't get distracted by other things. But all those other things, when you think about it, is people doing the same thing. You find like, oh my God, there's a Cricut tip on how to make a box I found on Pinterest. That links back, right back to that person's blog post. And that's what they're making money for. So if you're doing a blog, a YouTube video, you're selling a product, you're selling a class, list all of that stuff on Pinterest. And that's it. Don't think further than that. You want people to find your stuff. You want your pin to look attractive, to attract them, not just any random old pin. Because like any other social platform, Pinterest is growing, so you know what that means. So does the competition. So you want your things to stand out, try to create pretty stuff. Canva already have like, I don't know how many templates for Pinterest. Grab one of their templates, just drag and drop your photos in there. Change the colors to, if you have brand colors, or the colors you want to set up your Pinterest to look like. Pinterest account, like when I click on a Pinterest account and all of their pins like match their like brand, I love to see that. I don't know if it's just me, I love it. I can't do it to save my life. I don't think I'm put together enough. My pins are like, some weeks they all match, the next week they don't. They kind of be all over the place. But I do like going on people's Pinterest account and seeing a color theme going on, or sort of an aesthetic. It's not necessary. I just like seeing it, because I do like others that don't do it, because they just straight have their product. So that's something to consider if you want to incorporate those brand colors and things like that in your Pinterest. Gifted hand. Yeah, I'm about to end in a moment because I have to finish creating my content for the week myself. But a few of us did add in what our goals are. I'm going to just try to produce more content this week. Well, I'm trying to do a lot of content for the rest of the year, just to make sure I hit my goals. Next year, my focus is just going to be mainly the CraftPrint shop. Yeah, but I'm still gonna focus on CraftPrint too. Don't mind me. I'll be all over the place. Don't worry about it. But anyway, yeah. Anybody else with their goals, you want to put them in there? Let's talk about them. You need help with anything, let me know now before I run off and finish up my content here. I gotta go in Canva. I could do that tonight because I don't need light. Just remember, like when you're creating content, all the stuff that you gotta make video for, try to get them done while the sun is out and the light is out. At night, you can do the voice. That's what I do. Like at night, I'll do the voiceovers and the editing and stuff like that. But try to get the actual videos in the light done early in the day. I said I was gonna do a hat press project. I'll probably leave that for next week. You keep saying I have to make them brand color, but then makes me want a new logo. If you're ready to change that logo, change that. Just make sure simplicity. Think simplicity when it comes to logos. Think simple. Something that can translate, whether you want to put it on a tumbler, a t-shirt, a pair of sneakers, anything, a bag. You don't want too much going on with your logo. I'm just going to try to post more reels and add my logo to my pictures. I don't ever put my logo too much on my pictures, honestly. I put my logo on like my thumbnails sometimes, but not my pictures. Only because I find like, I don't know. When people want to steal, they just steal with your picture on there. I don't watermark. I don't even like try to have a watermark in my videos. I know people like to have their watermark in their videos because people steal it. I honestly feel like these thieves don't care no more. Like they will see your content with your watermark. So I don't stress it too much. Oh. Thieves will find a way, child. You can add a t-shirt with HTV. I don't know. I like simple logos. I don't like the thing is, even though it's crafting and it's handmade, I like to think for my business as if it's a large business. So if you look at larger logos, Michaels, Target, Nike, even like what you call it, luxury brands. Who has a crazy logo with all that stuff? None. Large businesses do not have no confusing logo. Like, it's a distinct logo. I wish I could figure out something like Target. See how Target just have their bullseye? I would love a logo like that. But it's hard. I've been trying. For now, the CraftPrint, I don't use my fingerprint with the glue gun like I need to. I'm going to push more of that next year so that you can distinguish the CraftPrint from the CraftPrint shop. I'll explain why I'm distinguishing the two when I do the lives also. So I'm going to try to make sure I'm using that logo a little bit more. But I would love a simple thing like logo, Target. That bullseye is just, Michaels is just Michaels. It's just their name. So you want to simplify your logo. Simplify it. Exactly. Like nice and simple and recognizable. Even though we're really small businesses, look at Cricut. Look at, I don't even know Silhouette logo. Craft brands also. It's simple. With these craft brands, you're not going to see like, and also, no offense to anyone, but if your logo is like a lady holding craft products, you're promoting another brand. Like, you can't even trademark that because you're holding another brand. And you don't want to promote your business and promote another brand. You can definitely have those pictures as secondary pictures, but your actual brand logo should not be you and somebody else's product. That shouldn't be your actual logo. You could be like a little picture you use on stuff, sure. But you promoting another brand in your brand, it makes no sense. And you can't trademark somebody else's design. So if when you go to trademark your actual logo or something like that, you can't. So simple. Think of growth. The things that I do now, the opportunities that I get now, the things that I do now, I never saw myself doing it. But I know that I wanted to grow. But think of like a logo that's going to grow with you. Like even if you make changes, think of that. The cartoon logos. Yeah. To your Pinterest board, on your IG broadcast. I did post it in there, the Pinterest board. I need to also post the other boards if anybody want to do like cake toppers. And also when you create your boards, you can make them group boards. They have the option to turn it on as a group board and then share it in your stories so others can join. Now I have some homework. There you go with accountability. But I think it's best. It's best. That's one thing. If you look around the board and you hear people talk about logos, that's the thing they're going to tell you. Like, don't overdo it. Do not put glitter in your logo. Plain. Glitter, like when you're ready to do like a print and cut, whether it's sublimation or stuff like that, that glitter is not going to look like actual glitter HTV. You know what I'm saying? No glitter in the logo. No shiny metallics if you can avoid that in the logo. You want simplicity. If you had to cut that thing on the Cricut, could you do it? Like all cuts? Think along that line. You know what I'm saying? Simplicity. And take your time. Take your time. Because it took me a while to even find the name The CraftPrint. And I was waiting to change and rebrand as The CraftPrint, like before I knew that's what it was going to be. Because I wanted to make sure I was sure of a name that I could grow with. And you want to try not to do anything that's specific to a product. Because you might start off with t-shirts. And what if you change? You're going to put and more on the end? You know what I'm saying? So try a name. And let me tell you, finding names for a business is hard now. Because everybody and their mama got a business. Everything you could think of. Like, I tried putting my initials, maybe the kids' initials, my initials, maybe somebody else's initials. When you Google stuff, it exists. Names are like really hard. The watercolors off of your background. In your logo, yes, you shouldn't have watercolors in your background. Also, my opinion, Just saying. But I don't recommend. You want to keep creative, but def something more simple, graphic wise. Yeah. And also, you can go on Fiverr, Fiverr. Find a what the heck is the name again? Freelancer. There's people that create logos. Tell them what you're looking for. Sometimes it could be hit or miss. I remember I paid someone to, I think it was business names, and they gave me a list of business names, and I hated all of them. And I just kept it going. That was when I was trying to figure out what I want this to be, and that's when the CraftPrint. And honestly, a lot of my ideas just pop in my head. I gave my sister an idea this week about some content, and she's like, "How the hell do you even come up with this stuff?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It literally pops in my head. Like, if I'm thinking of something, it pops in my head." And the CraftPrint popped in my head one day on the train, like, and just comparing the blue print and the pink print, Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj, and that's why I like the CraftPrint. Like, yeah, like you are the blueprint here, baby. And that's where I had the prints, the fingerprints with the glue gun inside the CraftPrint. But a lot of times things just pop in my head. You have butterflies, colors, and font. Yeah, you don't want too much. You only paid $25. Yeah, and Fiverr has like freelancers that start from $5 and up, depending on what you want. You can pay somebody to create your emails. I paid someone to create like a bio for me for the website. I paid somebody to make description of products. This was years ago for my Etsy shop. Her descriptions was so good, like I wanted to buy it. I'm like, I could never write like this. Like, I'm not a creative writer. There's people you can pay to do your about page, to write your about page for you. There's so much people you can pay to build your website. A lot out there. Websites is very important. So I would say research. Read those reviews from other people. Because also, if you see somebody charging real cheap to build a website, that's already a red flag. Websites are not cheap because this is a lot of work. That's already a red flag. So if something sounds like way too good to be true, it usually is. So do your research also. You need to go back to Fiverr. Girl, I love Fiverr, okay? I love me Fiverr. In creative. I think so too. And whoever creates it, like the same way you write it with the nay part different from the rest of the word, just do your logo like that, something like that. Right, exactly. When you some people think that like paying a little more is it shouldn't, or sometimes it's better. Okay, there are many cases where you get what you pay for. All right, it's just life. Revamp your Shopify. It's stressful doing it yourself. Listen, I want to, because I sell on Etsy, and the goal is to sell on with Shopify. And start, stop. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out though. I'm giving myself a timeline for that, so I'm gonna figure it out. So we've been on here a little bit long, so I'm out of here, y'all. I gotta finish before I lose my sunlight. I got like maybe 3 more hours left of some light to record my content. Having someone else write my bio may be a good idea. It's hard writing about myself. I'm not a creative writer. I gave someone like matter of fact, I had somebody write a bio. I gave her the information about me. She did great. Then recently, no, she did my about me page. Recently, I found somebody else. I said, let me do another one. You know, things change. I barely gave her information. She literally did the research herself. Like, she put in stuff that I didn't tell her because I think I just gave her my social media page. So she went to my page and did a little bit of research, child. And that there, I paid a little more for her too, and it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it. So paying a little bit more is helpful. You get your orders from IG, you abandon your Etsy shop. So if you get your orders from IG, why aren't you just taking it and creating a listing in Etsy for your IG orders? Or you mean sold on IG? Just create your a custom listing for all your orders on Etsy, and that'll boost your Etsy shop because it's getting more sales no matter where they came from. If somebody requests something from me like Instagram or personal, I'll create a custom link and send it to them through Etsy. Oh, don't remind me. By the time we turn around, summer done. It's gonna be getting dark. We're gonna be doing these and it's gonna be getting dark. Crafting and chatting gonna be pitch black outside in the fall. Ciao. But anyway, so again, guys, write down those goals. Let's just try to kill it. If you feel like you just can't do it, it's too much, take a break. Take a break. I won't be here next Sunday. I'm gonna try to create content. I'm gonna attempt to vlog next week's events. So I'm going to North Carolina for Alicia's event, the Crafts and She in person. And then she having a little celebration the next day. I don't really vlog when I go places or events. So I'm gonna attempt to do it this time so that I could create some YouTube content from my adventures. I should have been doing that all year, but I'm gonna attempt to do that. Wait. Nay, what are you talking about? I said it before. And you don't know how to do it. How to do what? I'll attempt to start making goals after this week. Take your time, but eventually, yeah, it helps you kind of just, stay on it sometimes when you write those goals down. Nay, before I go, what do you mean? What was it you was talking about that I said to do and you don't know how to do it? Oh, the custom order, the custom links? I have a YouTube video for that too, girl. I show you how to create the custom link for Etsy. You just go into Canva and create an image that you're going to use there. Fill it out just like usual and then send it to the person. I have a video on that too. Did your back to school giveaway yesterday and dropping my baby off at college tomorrow. Congratulations. So I'll see you guys around the list. Yeah, I did the video, so go check it out. It's easy. It's just like any other listing. You just create your own template in Canva with your logo on it and just say custom listing. It doesn't have to say anything else in the picture, and just upload that as your image for Etsy, and then fill out all the rest just the same. You're gonna only do, when it comes to the amount, it's only one. So when that person purchases it, it comes off and it says sold out. It's not gonna be there anymore. And use that same picture every time. Don't put information in that actual picture. Just put custom order with your logo, make it look cute, and that's the image you're going to use for all custom orders. Put in the everything that they need and then send that link over to the person, and there goes your custom link. Boost your Etsy shop while you're still getting your customers from all over the globe. And that's it. And it's better organized that way. So I'm gonna go create content that I don't want to do. I'll see y'all later. We got this, all right? We got this. It's stressful, it's hard. It's okay. We got this. We're gonna get through it together. Peace in the Middle East, reign in Spain. And look how I gotta lean in.